Poorer states are to move to greener energy and protect against extreme weather. At least $1 trillion per year will be needed by the end of the decade. That's the warning to negotiators at COP29 on Thursday, as money becomes a central focus of the climate talks being held in Azerbaijan. But negotiators at the UN climate conference risk being overshadowed by political spats. France's climate minister has cancelled her trip to the summit after Azerbaijan's president accused France of crimes in its overseas territories in the Caribbean. Meanwhile, Argentina's government has also withdrawn its negotiators from talks, according to two diplomats at the event, although neither knew the reason why. Argentina's president, Javier Milei, has previously called global warming a hoax. Negotiators have been left fielding questions on the diplomatic issues.
I would like to propose that we stick to today's thematic theme, which is finance.
Negotiators are trying to reach a deal on how much richer countries, development lenders, and the private sector must provide each year. A previous goal of $100 billion per year was met late in 2022 and in the form of loans rather than grants, something recipient countries say needs to change. A report from the independent high-level expert group on climate finance said the annual target figure would need to rise to $1.3 trillion a year by 2035, or more if countries drag their feet now.
Well, I'm kind of seeing some glum faces. There should be some energy in this room, and if we're to drive those finance flows, it needs energy from many of you here.
Any deal is likely to be hard-fought, given a reluctance among many Western governments, bound by the Paris Agreement in 2015, to give more unless countries including China agree to join them. The United States' likely withdrawal from any future funding deal by incoming President Donald Trump has also cast a shadow over talks, raising pressure to find other ways to secure funds. EU negotiator Jacob Worksman said on Thursday that countries were still way off on agreeing a collective target.
It's been my experience that as long as there is a little bit more time to negotiate on something that's that complicated, we'll take it. So I don't think that we will completely close every issue this week, but I think that we will have developed a momentum that will ensure that we wrap it up, certainly in the early part of next week.
More countries said they would consider taxing polluters, but any agreement is unlikely this time around. Most of the world's climate-friendly spending is skewed towards major economies such as China and the United States. Africa's 54 countries received just 2% of global renewable energy investments over the last 2 decades.